filing charges against Brinson. Brinson has since been transferred to a state prison in Stockton.
Damn, that nigga, he a little too freaky, man. That nigga, god damn.
He may not have killed her, bro.
I mean, it kind of looks like he killed her, John. I mean,
you know, she may have wanted to be strangled.
Yeah, that is true too. But I mean, he gotta, damn, man, yeah, I think he might have got a little out of control, man, doing all those jailhouse burpees and push-ups and stuff. He got a little, out of control on her. Said she was 62? God damn. She still needed that 62. She still needed that ride, man, at 62. God bless her, man. She in a better place now, man. God bless her.
One last ride, HB1.
Yeah,
in the prison house. Oh man, Black, you got your thoughts on that? Oh damn! I thought Blackson hung up on us. Oh man.
I muted. What was the question?
You got any thoughts on that, Black? A man killed his wife.
What did he do?
He killed his wife on a conjugal visit. We'll play it back for you one more time. It bears repeating.
Are you serious?
He killed his wife on a conjugal visit. Man, can you imagine doing that shit? Like you killed probably your last shot.
A notorious LA killer serving life in prison without the possibility of parole reportedly strangled his wife to death during a conjugal visit. 54-year-old David Brinson was convicted in the 1990 execution-style murders of 4 men in the Mid-Wilshire district.
And he killed 4 fucking people, man. Yeah. Dang.
Authorities say last November, while at Mule Creek State Prison in Northern California, he told officers his 62-year-old wife, Stephanie, had passed out during a conjugal visit. She was declared dead at the scene. 4 months later, a coroner confirmed that she was strangled to death. The Amador County District Attorney is awaiting the prison's full report before filing charges against Brinson. Brinson has since been transferred to a state prison in Stockton.
Yo, this nigga killed the last piece of pussy. I mean, that cheese in the waist.
Yeah, he gonna fuck it up for everybody.
Man, he really went. Yeah, he's messing it up for all those people in the prison, man. They probably put him in solitary so that people can't kill him.
I didn't even know that
he really must have wanted to kill this woman. Man.
I didn't even know they had conjugal visits in prison.
Yes. Yeah, they do. It's up to the ward. So it's largely up to the warden. I don't know if you know, but a warden is God in the prison.
Oh yeah.
He can let and I mean the warden can let you out of the jail on a day pass. Like even if you are unless it's a court order saying that this person is not to have any dealings with the outside world, a warden can let you out of the jail during the day.
Really? Wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that.
It's crazy. They have all that power. The sheriff, the warden, who's ever over the prison can do that. And I'm like, wow, my God, hey, man, you think, yeah, go ahead.
I know you're a baseball fan, and I wanted you to hear this.
I am.
I won't play it on the screen. I'll just do this. Listen to this, Blacks.
More than 10,000 people came to the Tokyo Dome in Japan to see the Los Angeles.
Are y'all able to hear it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, I watched the game.
To be more accurate, they came to see Shohei Ohtani, who happens to play for the Dodgers. Fans paid thousands of dollars to sit behind home plate, and hundreds of media members were on the field with cameras and microphones. It was a scene to say the least.
Yeah.
But there was just one catch. These people weren't even there for a game. Ohtani and his teammates were only there for a workout. So people had paid to be in the stadium to watch the team jog around the bases and play catch for an hour. While it might seem like a waste for someone like you or me, this turnout is a perfect example of how much Japan loves baseball. And that love is the reason that MLB sent 2 of its teams halfway around the world to play regular season games a week before opening day. The Tokyo series is a 2-game series of regular season games between the Chicago Cubs and the Los Angeles Dodgers in Tokyo, Japan. Before the series started, the Cubs and Dodgers started the week by playing exhibition games against local teams, the Hanshin Tigers and Yomiuri Giants, before kicking off the official 2025 MLB regular season on Tuesday morning. Now, I can imagine some Dodgers fans warn Major League Baseball doesn't really care. Commissioner Rob Manfred says that this year's Tokyo series will generate $35 million in revenue, coming mainly from ticket sales as well as 22 sponsorship deals from big-name partners like Japan Airlines, Konami, Zoom Workplace, New Balance, and MasterCard. More importantly, the Tokyo series is part of a larger plan to grow the game internationally, since most of Major
Listen to this shit.
League Baseball's domestic and international TV rights are set to expire after the 2028 season. While the Cubs have 2 Japanese players on their roster in Shota Imanja and Seiza Suzuka, this series is really about the Dodgers. The defending World Series champions have spent the last several years with one goal in mind: become Japan's favorite MLB team. This plan would, hopefully, lead to on-field success and, more importantly, billions of dollars in additional revenue. It all started in 2023 when Dodgers executives flew to Tokyo for a scouting trip during the World Baseball Classic. There were 20,000 fans in attendance for the workout, and members of the Dodgers organization realized something when looking at the crowd. The Japanese fans were wearing a diverse mix of MLB hats, showing their support for a wide variety of MLB teams. And that's when a light...
Gotta get to the bigger point. So the bigger point is they in this video, the guy is saying how the Japanese or someone bought up advertisement space at the road games of the Japanese players and end up buying them at a discount or cheap. Now these Japanese, as you can see, travel all around to see their players. These advertisement slots at road games are now like selling like LA Dodgers advertisements. So you're in Cincinnati, small town, but you know that the Japanese players are coming. Now the ad costs have skyrocketed, but these Japanese people have bought them ahead of time. So it's very, very interesting, very business savvy people, and it shows you kind of like the appeal of baseball globally. We're in a global market.
Okay. So here's the bigger play. Japan has what's Japanese Japan's population? I can't remember their population, but Japan has several hundred million people that back their hometown players. Period. Shohei, they spent $1 billion on his contract. The new pitcher that they got, whose name I forgot, that they just picked up, they spent over $300 million on him.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. These people don't understand the long game. I'm talking about the people here in America don't understand what these executives are trying to do here. It's similar to what the NFL is trying to do in Europe. Yeah, they know. It's a harder sell there. Nobody, and it's similar to what the NBA was trying to do in China, except China's going bust. China doesn't have any money anymore, but Japan does for now, even though their economy sucks. But the last thing I was going to say was this. I've been tracking this forever. Japan they call it the way of the baseball, Yakyu, the way of baseball. And it started after World War II, all I'm saying is that when they were talking about the contracts between Shohei versus the contract between your boy, my God, the one who just went to the Mets, who was playing on the Yankees, the Puerto Rican, I can't remember his name right now. The Mets paid him $760 million to go to the Mets. And everybody was like, was it worth it? I say no, because he's not a draw. There's not several 100 million Puerto Ricans on that island that have money to spend. Japan, they have money to spend. And that's why they're going, that's why the MLB is going largely Japan. But okay. Juan Soto. Juan Soto.
I think this is we've talked about the weakness in the Democrat Party for a while now, HB. Remember we talked about it, Buttigieg.
Yeah.
This is I think this is highlights the Democrats' problem among their male politicians. They got Booty, who's he's gay. They got Tim Walz, who's kind of weak. And they're really trying to hold this guy up here. This is Westmore out of Maryland. And like the inability to handle very simple questions. Take a listen.
You are confident that there is $500 million more in cuts. Can you share with the people at home what exactly the state government is planning to cut?
Sure. I was gonna say, the agreement includes at least this amount in cuts. These still has to go through all the committees and through each of our chambers. And so, these are at least not $500 million. But look, I think the best thing to do would be.
I really can't hear it.
It's a little low. HBO, you able to hear it?
A little bit. I see what's going on though. You can't even answer the.
You don't even need The point is, you don't even need to hear it, right?
Yeah, you really don't even need to hear it. You could just see what's going on.
Right.
He can't even answer the questions. He got to put it. He need a white man to come in and answer the question.
Right. He starts looking around like, who the fuck gonna answer this question, right?
Yeah.
Body language.
Governor Moore, looking at, obviously you're saying that a lot of things are still part of the negotiations. This is the framework. But if you are confident that there is $500 million more in cuts, can you share with the people at home what exactly the state government is planning to cut?
The agreement
He tagged them in.
He still has to go through all the committees and through each of our
He
chambers.
nodding his head.
And so
Yeah.
these are at least,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Yeah, I was gonna say that. And then the other white man come up. Yeah, I was gonna say exactly what he gonna say.
At the end of the discussion, you're going to see in an hour the House's version, and you'll see those cuts. It's a whole list of things.
Can you give us an example of one?
Look, he looking like anybody gonna answer?
Yeah.
Vacancy reductions are great. All right, guys, thank you all so much.
Okay.
It's just sad, man.
That right there.
It's just sad. Negroes they've been relegated to being figureheads and just faces of a movement, man. They don't have any agency. No agency whatsoever.
And I think what makes it look really bad is Jasmine Crockett would have been able to answer that question. She would have been snapping her neck, rolling her eyes. She would have answered that question. But this
She would have answered the question that would have been wrong.
But it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
but she still would have answered it. She would have still answered it though. And that's the problem.
Yeah.
The
Yeah,
black,
that is a problem.
the black Democrat men, they're so weak. They're so buck broken. They really can't do anything. And I think it's kind of inherent
But
with the
it's
party right
deliberate.
now.
Well, I mean, what kind of?
I was going to say, HB, it's deliberate because they won't prop up any of the competent, more centrist Democrats. For instance, the deputy governor in New York. You saw the debacle there, right? The black Democrat there, who's more of a centrist in every way, who won his race as Governor Hochul's number 2, basically declared that he was going to run against her. And so what did she do? Removed all his security, removed all of his responsibilities, took away his vehicles, took away his office. The only thing she couldn't do was fire him because he was voted in as deputy governor. And that's the point. You don't hear very much about him, even though he's very vocal in the state of New York. And that's the problem. The problem is they prop up idiots. They want yes men. And they don't want anybody who can think for themselves, willing to actually work with the other side and actually do things for their constituents.
Well, I think the bigger part is like to do what they would require someone. It's probably you have to be talented to do that. hence Rachel Maddow. On the flip side of Rachel Maddow is Joy Reid. It's a big drop off in talent. Rachel Maddow makes 25 million. Joy Reid is on YouTube out here with me and you. And so to find a black that can play that Keith Olbermann like quick-witted, slick-tongued man that can talk that shit. How many men could really do that? You know what I mean? Like
there are a lot. They just put him down.
No, I don't think so, bro. Because like Maryland is hyper liberal, which means that he has embraced all the shit that he probably doesn't agree with. You know, you're not going to find many men that are willing to do that. Go out here on a
no, that's not what I'm saying. I see what you're saying. I'm not saying that they need that there are guys out there who are willing to take the poll. I hear you. I'm saying there are plenty of men who are quick-witted, who can answer questions like that with authority, that they do not pop up because they don't want intelligent black men up there. They don't want a you up there, John. They don't want HB. They don't want me. They don't want people who can actually answer questions.
But for
they don't, you know what I mean? Yeah.
But for you or I to do it, like either you'd have to be a believer or you'd have to go along with all of that Black Lives Matter agenda, LGBT agenda. I
agree.
Pick and choose.
I agree.
Right? And so
I agree.
For someone else that has something else going on, right? HBs might say, well, fuck that shit. I just keep driving my truck. I ain't about to embrace this LGBT shit. Right? Yeah. It ain't for him. And so who's left? A guy like Wes Moore, that's willing to go along with all that shit for
a booty warrior.
Well, I don't think he's gay, but I think he's willing to, go along with all of that to advance politically. And I think that's what the Democrats are. They haven't.
What was the guy's name from? Florida who ran for governor? Who had it in the bag until he got caught?
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Yeah. But now he was a real booty warrior. You know what I'm talking about? HB. He was almost governor.
Yeah.
They almost had that Negro governor.
He had it in the bag.
Yeah.
He had it in the bag. He had it.
Yeah.
And then.
Yeah.
The investigator.
HB, do you remember that? They found blood and shit all in the hotel. Nigga was on drugs.
Oh, yeah. I do remember that. Yeah.
All kind of shit. It was like crazy. I can't remember what his name was. Gillum.
Blacks, you got some feedback.
Yeah, you got a little feedback, Blacks.
I'm sorry, man.
Man, I just saw a clip, HB, of Adam 22 inviting gang members. Is this real? Let me check. Let me hear it first. No, this ain't. This is a skit. I was about to say, what? Because he has been inviting these people somehow. Like, who's putting him in contact with these people is what I want to know. How the hell did he know Brick Baby?
Yeah. Well, they're all in LA, so I think that's part of it. They're all out there in LA, so they kind of all are in the same camp a little bit. You know, Hollywood, LA, the gang culture.
Listen to this shit, HB. You see who's talking? This is Brick Baby.
Brick Baby, yeah.
Right? Now, these are gangsters, man.
Yep.
Listen to what he's about to say.
Got more murders than you got squabbles in the hood.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Nigga, you crazy.
This idiot. This stupid idiot.
What?
You got squabbles in the hood. You got more murders than you got squabbles. Got more murders than you got squabbles in the hood. And homies, yeah, those you got squabbles in the set on the hood. Hey, I got. Can you give us like at least 2 names from your put on and what block? I ain't never seen you at no meeting.
I got 2. What? Like these niggas.
What are these people talking about? Talk like they own the street. They don't own anything, man.
But they're talking about straight up.
People
like,
are peons.
I got more murders than you, man. This is fucking crazy, bro. Like, there's so many clips like this. Like, they're talking about robbing people, killing people, like on stream. Like, this is fucking amazing, HB.
Yeah. It is pretty crazy how they're able to just feel comfortable talking that type of shit, man. I mean, if I killed somebody, you would never know. You would never know.
Live talking about this shit.
Yeah, you would never know.
What's wrong with these people, man? My God, man. Just niggas, man. Yeah, but they did find all sorts of blood and stuff, and Andrew Gilliam.
I mean, listen to this shit, HB. Listen to more of this shit.
We're gonna elaborate and we're gonna respond to that. Yeah. No. Because at the end of the day, it's like this, right? Because when the same time they came and picked your ass up, right? They came and got Big Useless, right? And then they rolled on me. Yeah.
So you already know the answer.
I don't know that they wrote on you. I'm telling you. I'm saying
we dealing with this
two separate times. Okay, I hear you.
Okay, wait. Hold on.
You're talking.
No, look
to them.
Okay, so listen.
You can't just say you know.
Okay, no. So this is a couple of years ago, right?
Yeah.
Brick Baby hit me. Well, like
I know what's up.
No, hold on. No, you
on the play. On the play.
Yeah, on the play, right?
Yeah.
And then some dogs eat somebody, right? So they contact Brick. They was like, Brick, we need our shit back. Can you get it from this individual, right? Yeah. Which is me. Brick hit me and was like, man, they ordered you up. I said, nigga, you about to be ordered up. You get what I'm saying? That was the conversation. Yeah. What happened? You get what I'm saying? Our interaction when getting to know each other. So Brick found out what I do, and I found out what he do. You get what I'm saying? So next question.
Meanwhile, none of us know or need to know.
Yeah. And you see the white man was basically telling him, hey, y'all incriminating yourselves right now.
Yeah, shut up.
Yeah. Even the white man knew, like, hey, bro, y'all talking a little too.
And the fact that
who are the popular?
I found the clip. Oh shit! Listen to this, HB.
And the fact that
who are the popular rappers who caught bodies? Okay.
I mean, I don't even want to name them because
they're just sitting here talking about all the rappers they done interviewed that caught bodies.
Yeah.
People I'm cool with and they probably wouldn't appreciate it, but I just interviewed Q50 the other day.
Who?
Q50, who's Bloodhound Lil Jeff's friend. Right. The internet believes.
You know who I know you know who that is, don't you?
Yeah. That's Q50 from the Bloodhounds. That's Black's neck of the woods right there. That's the Bloodhounds.
Smell out a Negro, they can smell out they op. Is that why they named him?
Yeah. They call them Bloodhounds because they run down on them. They chase them down just like a bloodhound, man. They get the ops, man.
Black's neighborhood, ladies and gentlemen.
I would never say such a thing, but the internet believes that he's killed a bunch of people. Clearly, it plays into his popularity.
Okay. I mean, there's Gucci Mane.
For sure.
He raps about it.
Mm-hmm. Your man Boosie is alleged to have been involved in murder for
they just going back and forth
hire, and he beat it, but there's definitely people out there that have made in-depth documentaries accusing him of actually having done it.
Yeah. I mean, he was on trial.
Rap's first serial killer, I believe, was the controversial Swamp Stories title of a documentary about him that I don't think he was very happy about.
Yeah. Well, he took it to trial and he beat it.
And props to him for that.
There you have it. And I don't think he brags about it or anything else like that.
Mm-hmm.
Who else?
Well, someone like Young Thug was basically bragging about getting people knocked off in his music for many years there. Dirk, same thing. He's basically telling you all the stuff that he ended up getting picked up for. Obviously, King Von was super.
Did he interview all these people? I know Adam probably interviewed Dirk.
Yeah. He literally interviewed every last one of those. Adam did. And that's kind of like the new wave right now, man. Like all of these guys, they get in these interviews and they pretty much tell it all. They tell their whole life story, man.
Bro, these guys have gotten super fucking rich off this too, just chronicling it. No guns being shot at them.
Nah. You know what's funny too? Adam 22 said he will not pay for Brick Baby's bail. So, in reality, these people really don't give a fuck about these dudes at all.
But I think he can't, man, because I was listening to somebody saying, it was just a white guy saying it, like, bro, you start paying bail, like, they're going to be looking at you at some point, be like, yo, are you connected with this? Because there has to be some money changing hands. He's paying these gang members, right? And they're probably going out buying guns with that shit, right? And, you know, weapons and bullets and whatever the hell they buy. Like, you know, there's a connection between him and the financing of some of these guns and shit, you know, cash apps, whatever, you know.
And a big chunk of the audience didn't really know about that.
Yeah, no, King Von definitely was sitting there eating cereal.
Yeah.
During his interviews, aka serial killer.
Mhm.
You know, doing shit like
what?
Yeah.
No,
he started. Yeah, they started calling King Von a serial killer, so he would be eating cereal in his interviews and stuff, just to kind of make fun of it. But yeah.
So he embraced it, basically.
Basically, yeah. They all embrace it to a certain extent.
Damn.
Like that.
Yeah, it's sick. It is sick.
Is Adam a small head, HB?
No.
I'm pretty sure he's a small hat. I'm pretty sure Adam
doesn't pay for
I'm 22. I'm 22 is more. Go ahead.
Adam doesn't pay for interviews?
What's his last name? What's his actual last name?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't believe he's a small hat.
I will hope he would pay for his interviews, but who knows? They might just do it, you know. Maybe the labels are paying for the interviews or something, you know. It might be the other way around. Maybe they're paying for the interviews.
I saw this, yo. His dad worked for Clinton. He's not a small head. Adam 22.
Okay.
Someone said his last name is Grand Mason. What? That's an interesting last name.
Oh yeah, that is right, T.
Hey, you heard about that Yellow Beezy stuff, man?
Think of a whole bunch more, and some of them are not even like huge names, but whatever popularity they do have, from my perspective, is clearly kind of rooted in the fact that the audience believes that they're the real deal.
Now, listen, I interviewed Don Corleone Blanco, who was the youngest son of Griselda.
Damn. So someone said he doesn't pay for an interview, he pays in exposure. Okay. Fair enough. Adam 22.
It's pretty.
They say he's exposure, meaning he has a large platform, so then they want to come on it. Got it. Okay, well, whatever, man. I'm glad I don't live in that world and don't want to be a part of it, but it's crazy, man. The sorts of things that they find tenable. And yes, Vlad is a Ukrainian Jew. You know, try and square that circle, okay? He's a Ukrainian Jew and is a non-practicing Jew, is what he said, but always has smoke for people who has anything to say about Jews. It's crazy.
I got one more clip here, right? I'm gonna line this up. I want you to listen to this one, HB Blacks. This is Adam talking to Yellow Beezy, who just been arrested, right? Listen to this.
Definitely. I did want to ask this is you barely acknowledged it. You barely ever had anything to say about it, but there was a lot of tension, at least on records or people talking online between you and Mo3. Now that he's passed, how do you view all that? Like, are you able to admit that he was, you know, an important factor in the city for that period of time, or is it still just, you can't say anything?
Nah, I ain't never had no tension with nobody.
Right.
That was it.
Right.
I ain't never been no tension with nobody.
Look at this guy. I saw you give Vlad an answer like that at one point too.
I'm serious. I don't have a problem with people.
Right.
He ain't had no problem with me.
Dallas creates a lot of gangsters because I was actually looking back at my old interview with him and I said basically the same thing to him. Basically didn't say shit. So
yeah,
respect.
Ain't never been none.
Definitely. But I don't know. Okay. Another person I wanted to ask you about from Texas, I wanted to get your thoughts on him. How you feel about the rise of Charleston White?
Man, that nigga, bro, he doing him.
Yeah, it's like crazy just asking these people about murders and shit. Like, and then, you know, again, if he's not paying them, they're getting exposure. you're fucking exposing people, giving them, you know, I guess you could say it's positive exposure for something terrible that they've done, and he's monetizing this shit. Like, he's probably richer than every rapper that ever come on there. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. It's all like a money marketing scheme, but you know, they're not too bright at all. You know, they don't realize that these people.
They're